Hey there, football fans. My name is Derek P. Fields, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz, where we talk all things Detroit Lions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are one day closer to Detroit Lions football. I am going to take a little bit of a YouTube vacation. Please enjoy these videos of rarely before seen videos that only a few of my subscribers may or may not remember. This is before the Detroit Sports Alliance and when I was just starting to embark on my Detroit Lions YouTube journey. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the greatest hits from the Gridiron Blitz, and I will see you at training camp.
Holy Grail.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Derek P. Fields. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers and non-subscribers and my new subscribers that subscribed between this time yesterday and today. I think I've gone up 9 or 10 for my channel. That is extraordinary. So shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for the video participation. My video from yesterday is the best I've ever done at 854 views, 71 comments, 43 thumbs up, and 1 hater thumbs down. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that's 25 minutes of me talking, and yet it managed to get that much love. So I appreciate everyone out there. I just wanted to get that out there first. So anyway, this video real quick, I'm gonna make a real quick video about a lot of people have been making videos about Stafford and how hard Detroiters have been coming on Stafford. And I went on him yesterday. I did. But like everybody's been pointing out to me, as I'm sure you guys know, 10 years of mediocrity. That is not acceptable for the Detroit Lions organization. And that's what Matthew Stafford is. But even so with that, what you see on the screen right now, and I cannot get this, that's my file number. What you see on the screen right now, and the whole purpose of this video is to show you how long, as if you didn't know already, that the Lions have been this way. And I hope that my audio, my face matches the audio. I've been trying to tweak that, but to no success. So I hope that this is working. But this, what I'm about to show you guys, is a Facebook post from 4 years ago. Now that's the 2014-15 season. And I'm gonna have to mute the microphone because there's a bit of an echo if I don't. So I'll definitely come in with some thoughts later after we watch it together. But I just wanted to show you why I stopped drinking the Kool-Aid, at least for this season. I mean, I'm done. And why, even though Matthew Stafford is not solely to blame, everybody has seen the play yesterday when he threw the first pick or the pick six, and it was telegraphed the whole way. And you could say that JBC called that play, that Matthew was throwing to, the hot read or whatever it was. In my opinion, he had time to throw the football to someone else. He looked straight at him, and if you see, the player comes right off the ball, straight to Michael Roberts, picks the interception, and goes straight to the house. So this video is from Facebook 4 years ago, when the Lions were doing well, but let's take a look at it. I got to mute the microphone.
Y'all, it's your boy D Fields with the weekly Lions rant. You know what, man? I'm not even mad about today. Shout out to my boy. It's your boy. I hope you know what the score is before this. Anyway, I'm not even mad, man. I can't even be mad at today's game because today was kind of an expected loss. We already knew it was probably going to happen. Everybody, I kind of had them losing too. I thought it would be like really just something about the Patriots and Bill Belichick, man. You know that it's like if you beat them, then, but anyway, I kind of knew it was going to happen. I ain't mad. Had the Lions going down to, I still had them going 11-5, 12-4, maybe. They could beat Chicago. They got Chicago. Listen, Chicago twice. Tampa Bay. So that's an expected win. Minnesota. Poor Minnesota. They would have really did us a favor today, but they just can't buy a win. So they got Minnesota, Chicago twice, Tampa Bay. So you got at least, honestly, 2 of those wins. So you got 9 wins at least, which is Tampa Bay and Minnesota. Chicago, honestly, they should beat them twice. And the Green Bay is on a roll. Now, the scary part is that it might come down to the division and the playoffs, whoever wins that game. So now Green Bay is a half game ahead at 8-3. If the Lions can squeak away with the win against Green Bay, not only will we, if we wind up with a record that's tied, we'll go. So the Green Bay game is really probably the most important out the bunch. But I'm not even mad, man. Lions get demolished today. So whatever, man. On to next week. Hopefully we can get the division lead back next week. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Okay, so this is the Lions schedule for the 2014 season. Now, we're going to go to today's game. They played the New England Patriots in Foxborough, I think it was. But I want to say the Lions went 11-5 this season. So we'll skip to the day today, which was the 23rd. I want to say it was today because that was my Facebook notification. Okay, it's not muted. So the Lions beat the Giants in handy fashion Monday night. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was crazy. It went different, completely different from this Monday night's game. They then lost to the Panthers, so they dropped to 1-1. Now, that's the Lions that we know, right? So then they go to Green Bay and surprisingly beat them at 19-7 in Lambeau. I want to say that is when... Oh, it's at Ford Field. Okay, never mind. Take that back. So they're 2-1. Then the next week they beat the Jets. Okay. So they're 3-1. Then they lose. I remember this like it was yesterday. So I don't know if you guys do too. But then they lose to the Bills on a field goal. So they're 3-2. Now this is when it started to get good. So this is when the Vikings were playing at TCF Stadium. Do they still play there? I don't know. But the Lions get the win. So they go to 4-2. Then they beat the Saints on an epic. This is when they start coming from behind a lot. So I remember this too, because Calvin was balling. So they beat the Saints. So they're 5-2. Still not getting any respect from the media. Then they beat the Falcons, and they were 6-2. And I remember this because they had the bye right after that. So then they have the bye. They come at Ford Field and beat the Dolphins. So they're 7-2. Then here's when it started to get kind of sticky. They lost to the Cardinals, and then and this is from today. So this is the game that I was referring to on the video, that they got thrashed by the Patriots. So they're 7-4 at this point. And I want to say that 7-4, and the Packers are 8-3. This is when we could not, because I think they finished either 12-4 that year, I want to say. So we're at this point 7-4, and we finally get off the 2-game losing streak against the Bears. This is when we had total domination. I mean, we hadn't lost to them until this year in like 4 years or something like that. So we beat the Bears. We go to 8-4. Then we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We go to 9-4. Now the Lions steal no respect whatsoever, and they're 9-4 December the 7th. They're 10-4. They beat the Vikings. They're 11-4 against they 10-4. Then they beat Chicago. They're 11-4. This game right here was for the division. The Lions, week 17. The Lions are 11-4. And Green Bay is 12-3. And if the Lions 12-3. The Lions get this victory, they win the division. They're at Lambeau Field and they lay an egg and then they lose. We go from winning the division and being like the 4th seed or something like that to the 6th seed. So, and then we wind up losing to the Cowboys, as you can see up here, by 4 after we should have really won that game. So what is the point that I'm showing you with this? Because it's the same old Lions. Same old Lions. Matthew Stafford was on his team. He was the quarterback of this team. Now, like I said before, I can't put it all on Matthew Stafford. But Matthew Stafford was the quarterback of this team, and they finished 11-5. Honestly, if we look back at it, let's see. What game could have really gone either way? A lot of the wins could have gone to either way, but let me see. I don't know what the Cardinals, I kind of remember that game, and they lost to, and I want to say that this was the year that they won 11 games, but they weren't beating anybody. Like, they beat the Bears, but the Bears weren't very good that year. I don't remember what their record was. They beat the Vikings. They split with the Packers, I think. But when the Lions needed to win, they didn't. They didn't win. And Matthew Stafford was the quarterback of that team. But it's funny because I've been getting alerts like almost every Sunday. And, it's 4 years ago, so it's not the same dates. It's not the same dates. But surprisingly, the day it actually was, we got thrashed by the Patriots. And I've been getting all these alerts. And I remember like it was yesterday about how the games, how they went. So this is an example right here. And I could go to the 2015 season. We probably do that. Maybe we'll do that another day. But this is why the Lions, we can't believe in them. They went 11-5, but failed to win the division. They didn't show up for Green Bay. And they needed to win when it mattered. And they win that game, they win the division. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm going to keep saying that because even though it was 4 years ago, I remember it like it was yesterday. Oh, I got to go back too. There was a bump down here on my neck. I get them all the time down here. And it was a bump that I just could not stop playing with. And this was before, obviously, I knew the game of YouTube of actually looking at the audience and not at myself. But that's what that was. I just kept messing with it. So anyway, it's been a lot of talk in the day since the game. And Matthew Stafford has been the whole talk of the entire, he's been what everybody's talking about. And after 10 years, and a lot of people hit some valid points on the let me just sit it on the Cowboys loss on Matthew Stafford and how he's failed to produce in the 10 years that he's been here. Now, I give him the first three. First three, he was on and off. He was hurt. He was getting pounded. So let's just say the last 7. He's been unable to produce any legitimate wins. I mean, really, no playoff wins in I'll give him 7 years. No playoff wins in 7 years. He had Calvin Megatron Johnson, and still couldn't do anything. Now, we can go back to the Cowboys game where we know that they got cheated in Jerry World. I mean, it is what it is. But the Lions had the lead in that game. They dominated the first half, and there's no reason, just like yesterday, there's no reason they should have lost. So anyway, guys, it is Derek P. Fields. Thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time out of your day with me. Appreciate that. And once again, thank you for the love on the last video. It's amazing that many people want to see what I have to say when I'm upset. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Derek is out. Peace. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm out.
Holy grail.